I'm Danny.
And I'm out there.
And we are
DNA Live. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead. You want
First
to say
off, I
something?
just want to tell everybody thank you guys for listening to last week's show. Shout out to, my boy and stuff like that. He'll be on again, We had to reschedule. Shout out to Docs, But a really special thing, man, and I want everybody to hear this clear. I want any artist, any genre, start putting sending me the music to DJ Energetics Music at Gmail. By accident, I put .com, but it's at Gmail. So the next time when you guys hit me up, come throw your music and stuff. I'll play it on the radio, man. I really just want to support everybody out there in the movement of Long Island and New York. So just putting that out there.
Cool. I'm just having a little problem here. Happy Easter, by the way, everybody. I'm enjoying these little nerds here, and I'm trying to open it up. But the good thing is that it's the Catholic Easter, obviously, and I'm Greek, so no, get off. So I get double whammy because I get my Easter next week. Okay. So I'll get like the 50 to 70% off on Easter candy and all those goodies at Walgreens and Walmart and everywhere else that you can shop. But we did spend a little Easter with family and a friend as well. We had a nice little time there. But everybody's really enjoying it. It was such a nice day out today, right? I mean, it was
an excellent day out. So, man, just shout out to everybody.
Yeah, everybody was having a really good time today, and it was good to see that, like, all the families together and stuff. So just a shout out to everybody out there, to our family and friends, and hope you all ate well. But I also want to shout out to Rich from Long Island Rap Radar.
Shout out to Rap Radar. Shout out to Long Island Got Talent.
Long Island
Talent. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
he started his first show.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. He started his podcast, man. Good luck, man. Shout him out. You already know Rap Radar, Long Island Radar, Queens Radar. So.
And I don't, I'm a little cold today, but I want Sector to know I do have his shirt on. I will keep wearing it. Don't worry. But I also wanted everybody to know that we had Sector. We're going to have Sector on Friday, with The Advocate. So tune in.
Our favorite author.
And our favorite author who's here in the building.
Yeah, man.
That will be talking to us real soon. Her name is Karen Joy. With that said, though, I would also like to just remind you that The Advocate is on Friday, Saturday nights at 10 to 11.
Yes.
Also, another shout out again, as usual, to my Mr. Mucho Caliente, DJ Hot Rod, and
shout out to Flex too, because that was
dope. Right.
That was a dope, Friday. Him and DJ, what's that dude's name?
Spare,
yeah.
Spazzo, right?
Shout him out. You already know, every Friday around 3 p.m. definitely come to the Queen's Crab Shack over in Harlem, because we do the showcase over there with all the major labels.
Is that like on 125th Street or something?
Yeah, right? With Nikki. So shout her out. You know what I mean? Nikki, shout you out, as well as you already know that we have the artists.
The Artist Experience.
Artist Experience, me and Dope Chef. Shout out to Dope Chef. It's going to be starting not this week, but the following week on DTF Radio. But remember, too, that it's everything basically included with performances and everything. So definitely watch that out, because we got Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. He's going to come up with the schedule and tell you guys what club we got this week. But that's just something I just want to tell everybody.
No, that's good, because we keep trying to push it, because you actually were live on Instagram earlier with Sector.
Yeah, I was with Sector,
and you were actually talking about showcasing and how Long Island needs to really step up and help other artists that are in that field, and that's what we're trying to do. So just if you want to submit your music, do so. DJ Energetic Music.
DJEnergeticmusic@gmail.com.
Right. Energetic. ENJETIC. Just don't forget that. And also with the weather out, I think you guys got a lot going on and it's so beautiful out, right? It's so, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of things now that the weather is warmer and we can actually go places and stuff, you know? So anyway, don't touch my stuff. Okay. And if anything, if you're having trouble eating candy, you can come over here and join us.
Let me just, oh man.
Okay, you open that for me. Okay,
There you go. Mucho caliente.
So with that said, our guest tonight,
Go ahead.
Her name is Karen Joy, and she wrote a book about her life experiences. And I have the book here. I didn't get to finish reading it, and I let her know that. But it's called Diary of a Pimp's Wife, and she basically elaborates her life. This is a real story, a span of certain years from, I think, 2000. I let her say that because I can't remember now.
In the 2000s, let's just say the 1990s too.
No,
No.
It's 2005. I want to say until it's a span of like 8 years.
Yeah.
She will elaborate better than I will. So I'm glad that she's on the show. We actually had her on The Advocate, and we didn't really get to talk too much because it was a short show. So we asked her to come on this show so we can talk further. So without further ado, we will go to commercial break and we'll be back with Karen Joy.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hear is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears. But we're more social distancing, corona, yeah. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said, Lord, let's go. I said, let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. We lying to the people.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, we're back. Go ahead, lead a little.
No, we were just getting a little comfortable here. We were having a good time. Sorry about that. But oh God, Jesus.
Further.
Okay. Sometimes I can get flustered. It's okay. But joining us, obviously, as I told you, is Miss Karen Joy.
Hello, everybody.
Hello out there. Yeah, because I was telling her, because we had her on the radio show, so that was a little different than this show where it's live, and I shouldn't have said that people are watching right now.
Thanks for having me, though.
I love talk to more into the mic, okay? Because this is like
1 2 1 2.
we can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna start where it all began in Harlem, where you were born and bred, and just tell us a little, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Harlem to Dolores Stewart and James Edwards. And I don't remember much about Harlem because I was pretty young
Right.
when we moved to the Bronx, and that's where I was actually raised, where hip hop all started.
What part of the Bronx?
Ironically, in Hunts Point, where the streetwalkers roamed.
It was like preparing you for the book.
Oh, seemingly. Yeah. But,
okay. And then you moved to, no, you went from Harlem to the Bronx, right?
I did.
Okay. So now, with this book, basically, like what led you to this book? We were debating on the years. This,
okay.
The year span is between 2005,
2008 and 13.
13, right? 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. See, I knew I had that something in there. Okay. So basically, growing up in the Bronx, and how did this book come into fruition? How did it all start? And basically, I know AZ.
Oh yeah.
What does AZ stand for?
Asiatic, I believe, has something to do with the 5%er. When they go to jail, then they adapt that religion or that lifestyle.
Yeah,
and that's where he got it from.
Because I saw a lot of initials in the book, and I couldn't understand.
KG stands for Knowledge God, I believe.
Wow!
It's all has something to do with 5%ers.
Because I saw a lot of initials in the book and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I got to ask her what the real name is.
Yeah, that's their nickname. So I tried to, keep their real names out of it, but still, people know them by their nicknames.
Oh, okay. Because when I saw AZ, I thought Arizona. I thought that's that's what I thought. I was like,
I knew what she was saying.
Well, maybe you did, but I didn't. I just saw AZ, and I was like, this is a guy in Arizona. KG. I just didn't understand that. But anyway, you obviously, this book is real, right?
Absolutely.
This is depicting her life for a span of 5 years. And I thought it was now I told you the truth.
Okay.
I didn't read it all.
Right.
But
good.
It had,
savor the moment.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every page, even just from the first 21 pages, I was like, oh, this is getting good.
Yeah,
okay, let me because the one thing I noticed with your book is that you elaborate very thoroughly.
Awesome.
And you're very detailed.
Oh, okay.
Good. It was, she was wearing, he was,
okay.
You detailed everything. So you're kind of putting that picture in your head.
Right.
But when you did this book and everything, okay, here we go. We got, it started with these main characters, right?
Yes.
And you grew up as you were managing computer.
Right. That is correct.
And I was like, we were just saying that on the radio show too, weren't we? We were like, computer. When you said computer, we were like, we know him.
When did you start managing him?
I managed computer on Select Records. I believe it was early 2002 or so, just before I met Mr. Cheeks and AZ and them.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah. The rapper AZ?
No, AZ the pimp.
Okay, AZ
the pimp.
Okay.
Right. Okay. No, he wasn't the rapper.
No.
He was trying to be a rapper.
He was trying to be a rapper, though. He was trying to be a rapper.
At one point, yeah.
Okay.
You can see he didn't read the book. I did.
No. It's not I didn't read the book. I thought she was talking about another thing. Something else, her experience.
Oh, okay.
With computer and all that, because AZ was a rapper at that time period. So that's why I was thinking of AZ.
AZ and KG at the time were working with EPMD.
Okay.
Right. From Brentwood.
Eric in Paris.
Right.
That's the time when they call themselves the Millennium Ducats. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, he can school anybody when it comes to.
I didn't know about that.
With the music, you can throw out names and he'll tell you where they're from and where they lived and what they ate for dinner on Tuesday. Basically.
Awesome.
It's called IG.
It's called IG. But also, from my understanding, is that the book serves as a tool of sorts for outreaching for these girls, because obviously a lot of these girls that I read about in your book, you feel bad.
Yeah.
You know, I felt very bad for them, and I was like totally stupefied at what you were going through.
Yeah. It was a lot for us all. You know, even though I was much older than them, it still was very traumatizing for me as well. You know, so I made sure I, put it down in detail, and put it down in a cautionary tale. I tried to make it, entertaining as well, so people would want to read it. But I also put a lot of knowledge in it that they could grasp, and hopefully, that would help them.
Yeah, like because like when you were writing this book, this is obviously coming from your journal.
Yes.
So you're just like constantly writing in a journal. I mean, did you hide this journal so like, nobody could see what you were writing about? I mean, was this like, excuse me, I'm sorry. So you were just, oh, thank you, hon. He's so sweet. You know why? If anybody doesn't know, we're not being unprofessional here. It's just that my phone died and he just showed me my notes. You are such a sweetheart.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Because the main characters that I saw were she, Candy, Nina, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I was reading the book. I haven't gotten to. Well, put this way, I don't want to blow anything because it's coming to a point where I see she is getting into trouble.
Shy.
Okay.
Yeah, Shy.
Oh, is that
Shy,
her name?
yes.
Oh, okay. S-H-I. Shy.
Yeah, Shy.
Okay. Well, I see her getting into trouble. I
Right.
see things are happening for
To
her.
Yes.
So I'm not going to give it away. And I can't actually give it away because I haven't read to that part yet. But I saw about like things that were happening with Candy and AZ, and she caught them, and all this kind of craziness happened. People just read the book. That's all I'm going to tell you. Just go. The book is right here.
Wow, you got pretty far though.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what page I was on, but I was reading. Okay, so that's like maybe it's like the second chapter
or so,
right?
Yeah.
So because when you know what it was at some points I couldn't, not that I couldn't keep up, but I was like, oh, this is happening now. Everything that was
She didn't stop reading the book.
He was telling me, he's like, babe, come to bed. I'm like,
nice.
No,
that's what we
I'm
wanted
like,
to be.
No,
it's a page turner. I've been told.
I'm like, you have no idea what's happening to Candy right now. I can't. I can't do this. I gotta turn the page and see what's going on.
Awesome.
Because I look at it and I said to myself, I don't understand a lot. See, there are a lot of women like you out there, but a lot of them don't step up to the plate.
In terms of
you stepped up to the plate.
Okay, thank you.
You know,
right.
You did really good. You're very.
I think you were asking me about the characters and how they felt about being in the book.
Oh gosh,
right?
Yes.
Actually, they were providing a lot of the stories. They were very interested. They knew that I was writing a journal, and they knew that I was planning on putting it into a book, and they were very, they were very excited about seeing that come to fruition.
Because like some of them, I was like, how did you know that? How
right? Yeah, they told me the stories. I'd ask them, and they would actually contribute.
Oh wow!
So, yeah.
There were some of those scenes. I was like, yeah, this is definitely a book that makes you think and worry about those females out there, because a lot of people, you can explain it better than anybody. I've never really even considered it. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'd never really considered it as human trafficking.
Someone, one of the editors that was helping me with the book told me that it should be considered just a form of it.
Right.
It's not,
right. That
there's different levels to it, and definitely pimping and pandering is a segment of it.
So you're saying like, because remember we were discussing along on the radio when I was talking about people that we knew that actually really did get sex trafficked and the distribution and all that, when I was telling you, shout out to, and I always forgot because she even yelled at me. She was like, you didn't shout me out? Shout out to Queen Mother from the United Nations, the representative of African, because she deals with a lot of that stuff with the girls, the battered stuff, the sex trafficking. She deals with a lot of that, and shout her out because she's been on this show. Okay. So I always forgot. Now when I forgot her name, I was like, oh man. So I was trying to think. I'm like Queen Mother. Actually, Queen Mother's actually. I'm actually gonna send Queen Mother this book. I want her to actually listen.
Okay.
You gonna-
Yeah, that'd be
you gonna
great.
Send her your book.
Oh, I'm not sending her my book. I don't know where you go with that. Well, I'll buy the copy.
No.
I'm not.
No, hold
no.
on. I know you guys are laughing. I'm talking about sending her to go buy the book.
Oh, okay. All right.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
That's better.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that's better because you ain't. I got a special signed book here. If you don't see.
Absolutely. Here
No,
we
because I think
go.
honestly it's a great thing, and I honestly, as an advocate, I have been around people who are advocates as well,
Mhm.
and we have talked about that at the same time with the anti-bullying and the sex trafficking. I've always been around that with the situations of people talking about it, and you know what I mean. Like basically, what I'm saying is, I have been around it. I have seen people that have been victim to it.
Mhm.
And when I'm seeing this and I'm like, what she's talking about with pimps and then the industry, I'm like, a lot of times you see that the manipulation.
Right.
So like when you're starting to see the manipulation, you're starting to understand what you're talking about. The guys will sit there and give the girls a lot of girls in the industry, a lot of them do got a lot of daddy issues. They have a lot of trouble. So when they see a guy an older guy going, hey, let me help you out, tries to go help him out, and then just gets you trapped into that situation.
But
That's why I like that book.
But going through all these steps and stuff like that, did you ever feel like helpless? Like that could be me one day? Like you would be thrown into that as well?
Well,
Or is that part of the book I haven't read yet?
absolutely not.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Like I said, I was much older when I was, in the midst of this. Normally these guys use manipulation, or they strong arm you, or they use drugs or whatever,
Okay.
as tools to coerce them into that lifestyle. And that's,
Is it
and it's
really
just-
so beautiful? Is it such a great, beautiful lifestyle that these girls are living like that?
Compared
it's manipulation, so that they make you think that, like, I think he's Danny explained on the other segment, they lure you in with different things. Like
It's okay.
they I don't know how far you got in the book, but I think you got to a point where you saw how they use tricks and
Right.
things of that nature, and they show you a beautiful lifestyle and
Right.
money and it's younger, like they draw in younger girls.
Right.
Those are the ones
the senile ones, the ones
that
that
are
don't
easier
know.
to manipulate.
Okay.
And this is an older gentleman, and he's showing her cash, jewelry, just places she's never seen and experiences, and that's the first part of trying to manipulate them. And then
But
Absolutely.
you were married to him.
common law.
Common law.
Time,
Right. Okay.
It was a time frame.
Right.
So and then when I first met him, when I first met him, it wasn't that lifestyle for us. It was
right.
you
You were doing your
we
own
were doing-
thing.
Yeah, we were doing music, and and it was a whole different
And then I read
thing
about
for
how
us.
you were opening up a country club, and
yeah.
you were working, you were,
Yeah.
hustling and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then you had this man in your life that was
Ruined all that for me.
right.
Yeah,
Like
I had investors, I had a nice property. I didn't want to give away too much either.
Dana,
but
don't do that.
Yeah, it was really
like I
nice.
said, because every time I was reading something, it wasn't that it changed, it was just getting juicier for me.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, okay, it starts off like this. Okay, it's like, like you're like, okay, I'm not, right? And then when I turned the page,
Mhm,
and then it was like every page I turned, there was something new.
right.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, I'm getting this. Then when Shy came
Mhm.
into the picture, then Candy and
Mhm,
Nina,
mhm,
and
mhm.
all these other different names are coming out. And it was like, I didn't realize in that kind of game that you were in,
Mhm.
there's so many players.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I didn't know.
But the thing is, how could you? You've been in the industry with me. You've been in these parties with me. You've been around all these stars with me. How wouldn't you know in that perspective?
well,
Like, no, really. Like, am I right? how would you not know? You see it right in front of your face every day. You see the fugaziness. You see the guys that the older guys that the creeps, the ones that's sitting in the club, 50-something years old, and this young girl is like 21, turned 21 or something
And that
years
other girl
old,
was 18.
and they're sitting there and they're manipulating
That's
them.
where they really try to get them.
Yeah. So like
sometimes they try to groom them from 16 to 17.
yeah.
And, you know, they might not actually
the
put
girl
them.
Neen in the book was 18.
Yeah,
she?
and so was Lex.
Lexi. That's the other name I was
Lex,
trying to
yeah,
think
so
of.
was
there was a
Lex.
girl in the industry that wanted to run, like didn't want to go home. And I'm not gonna say the guy's name or whatever, but the whole thing got messed up. Is when I was younger, there was this young singer that I knew, and she met like a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
And then the sugar daddy started to be very abusive, like a day, and try to get her to have sex with guys. Same exact thing what you see right now. And she got swooped on from the industry. She was like 19 at the time when when she met Homeboy, and I can say, but she met him at the club and all that. No, because I don't, you know what I mean?
No, go ahead.
Met Homeboy at the club. When he met him at the club, then she went on, but she got away with that. Now she got 2 kids. Shout her out. You already know. She's probably watching it right now. Shout you out, girl. You already know. But we see that all the time happen in this music industry because there is like nobody to be advocates to it. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Right.
Go home. But everybody gotta remember too, this industry is a business.
Yeah.
So because it's a business, it's a game of illusion. Because it's the game of illusion, it shows you difference. Like a lot of them dudes that you see don't have all that. Like it's Instagram fame. That's what I call it. I call it Instagram fame. It's you could make yourself look rich on a reel and not have anything. Right. But that's the manipulation of what people see in the smoke screen.
Okay.
But they don't really talk about that. But that's why I'm loving her being here because we're talking about that.
Well, you're doing most of the talking.
I know.
Okay. So can I tell her?
Absolutely.
No. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
Well, what is
say
it
what you want to say?
Me?
Well, I want to ask. Okay, no, because a lot of things that in the book that I read, you're with this guy. He turns out okay. Now he's a pimp.
Right.
What made you stay?
Actually, they were staying with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, they were staying with me, and I couldn't pretty much shake them.
Okay.
And then when I seen the girls in different types of danger, then I was there trying to help.
Right.
You know, and
you were pretty much putting yourself on the line.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I was, you know,
because I read some of those instances.
And then you get attached. You get attached to them, like you get attached to anybody else, and you don't want to see, you know, any harm come to them, and you try to direct them and try to get them out of the lifestyle, and that's pretty much what kept me there. And time just takes over before you know it. Another year or months pass.
Yeah,
I got a question to ask you. My question is for you when you were in the industry, do you still see the same exact thing that's going on nowadays with the females than from back then? Do you think it was worse back then because people couldn't see it, or do you think it's worse now because of the internet and all the stuff that it's showing?
I think if you're talking about in terms of pimping and pandering, it's the oldest profession. It's the oldest profession in the world, and as long as there are customers and as long as there's somebody to supply the product, it just continues. You know what I mean? And there is good money to be made. It's just that the girls are pretty much not the ones making it.
But I'm saying, like, now the girls got OnlyFans. The girls have a way how they put their selves out. That's the reason why I'm asking is, do you feel like nowadays pimping is a little bit different and a little bit kind of like, because the girls nowadays, women put themselves out more. Yeah. That was my question.
Well, they still there on the other side collecting the money. Yeah. Those are just different tools for them to make the money, but they're still there strong arming them once they've made that money to pass it over.
Because my thing is, I feel like women got smarter when it came to not wanting to having a pimp and wanting to do it themselves. I feel like a woman now can be like, hey, get my OnlyFans page, put it right into her bank account, and she just shows a couple of pictures, even though I feel like it's not safe because you're definitely attracting some weirdo. So my thing is, I feel like with one of my favorite singers was Akon, And he say women got smarter because women realized that they didn't need a pimp anymore. They can go to the strip club and make the same amount of dollars that a pimp will give them. So
I don't know.
Sadly, they're so brainwashed that they don't really even realize that they're the money makers. You know, they still feel like they're dependent on this guy for some reason, even when they did go to the strip club and
maybe
they
is
made
it feel like a
thousands.
protector, like they have a
And,
protector?
that's a portion of it, but it's really strange. It's like they're being brainwashed to believe that they depended on him for more than just protection. You know, just love. Like he said that, you know, they don't have the father figures, a lot of them growing up. So they just want the attachment. They just want to be involved with somebody. They want to have a relationship. And a lot of times that keeps them staying.
And then the drug addiction too.
Drug addiction is
The
definitely
drug addiction
one.
too is like one of the big factors, I feel like, because when they get them hooked at such a young age and they got him, now that guy, you're codependent on him because you're dependent on his money and you're dependent on getting high, plus a place to stay. So there's so many factors that can throw off just for the drug addiction. Another thing is, like we said, having issues with a father, not having a father in the household makes a girl think differently when she meets an older man because she feels that comfort.
Yeah.
You know, and then the industry blinds you too, where they go, hey, do me a favor, go with here, and then boom, they put you up to a high platform, a very high platform, and then what they do is they let you stay there until they don't want to use you anymore, then they get rid of you.
Well, okay. So when is the use? Like, when are you like worthless to them?
30s, probably like in like the late
Seriously?
30s, late 40s.
I'm
sorry.
As long as you're bringing in some source of money, they're always going to replace you. There's always going to be the younger segments that's pushing you out.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
Okay.
as long as you're making money, then they'll take the twos and fews. You know, they'll
Okay.
just, you know, put you lower. You're low on the you know, you're
The
like
platform.
low
on the totem pole.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a new
wow.
artist. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like, okay, the artist was known back in that period of time, right?
Mhm.
Now the new artist takes over. Like
Right.
years ago, you would say Tupac, you would say Biggie. Now everyone's saying King Von, Pop Smoke. Now they're saying it's just different. It's just the age brackets. When the age gets older and older, that's when they try to push him out the door because there's a certain bracket they want to keep.
Oh, okay, I see what
You know what I mean? So that's how it goes most of the time.
And the higher money, the higher earners.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I can understand the younger ones good, but maybe because as they get, okay, but then what happens to them once they're done? Where are they going then after that?
Same place where everybody goes, rehab.
That's it? That's
No,
all
I'm
they
playing.
do?
No.
Well, there's that's what
I mean,
why
what
I
is
wrote
their
the book.
life after this?
There's death, there's jail, it's just, you know, addiction. That's where a lot of them end up. You know what I mean? It's
Rehab and
not
jail.
really a good path.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so then, in other words, let's say from 18 to 30, you got a span of 12 years. So 12 years of your life, you think you're living this glorious life with money and diamonds and whatever it is, right? But after that, what do you got?
Well, this is what
Is it
They
happened.
don't
worth
own
it?
any of it. There's no retirement plan.
Yep.
That's what I'm
You know I mean?
saying. There's
Absolutely
nothing
not.
after
Yeah,
that.
there's nothing after it.
This is what happens. They usually, after that happens, he starts bringing a new girl into the picture quietly. So he keeps going and going and going and going. Now she's still thinking that she's top queen, but he's preparing a new one. He's preparing to replace
Did you
her.
see that?
So
you saw that, right?
Well, they actually know, you know, and then you know, they know that that's going on because, you know, they're groomed for the business, so
Right.
they're told what's going to happen.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So
And you
they
saw
know
it
the
right
game that they
every
in.
day
Yeah, they
before
know
your
what game
very
they're
eyes.
in. Yeah, they know what game they're in.
But you know, I don't know how I would have handled it. I think you were exemplary and just sitting there to, you know, do what you have to do to survive, right? Being with someone that lived this kind of lifestyle
Yeah.
and not knowing what to expect. But you knew he was with other women.
Yeah, but at a point, I wasn't with him anymore. You know, I was
So it didn't-
there, but
okay.
I wasn't no longer in a relationship with him.
Did I get to that part?
I
don't
no,
know.
I
I
think
am
we're blowing it a little bit.
I'm
No,
sorry.
No, that's all right.
I am not going to say anymore.
That's okay.
I'm not because I you know what it is? I hate to say it. I enjoyed the book.
And you
then
will
I hate to
continue.
say it. I
You will
just I will
continue.
keep
Yeah.
continuing because every time I had a chance, whether I was in the bath or I was in the kitchen or something, I was like, oh, let me just, even if it was just like 5 or 7 pages, I just kept reading.
It's a romantic novel.
Well, it's not a Judy Blume book, okay, but it's a book that is what I loved about it most was because it was so real and it was so true to life and exactly what is happening in our society. And a lot of people think that when they see a stripper or a girl of the night or whatever they're called, they think, oh, they got it great. Oh, they're just doing, whatever it is. And they're getting paid. They got good money and stuff, but they really don't. And you've seen what happens to these girls behind the scenes.
And actually, I was in their world, but I wasn't of their world.
Right.
I was always doing stuff constructive, and then trying to pull them out and show them that there's something bigger and better out there than that. That's I was trying to pull them out of the trenches. So, and I was always doing.
Are these girls
things.
able to be saved?
Well, like girls? They're like some of them were strippers.
No, I'm saying,
as
but
well.
can girls even
well,
in today's
like you got
society?
a Cardi B, like you got a Cardi B.
True.
Like she came out of that lifestyle, and you have like Eve.
Oh,
She was a dancer at times,
Yeah, I
and
see
you
what
have
you
like
mean.
Tasha. So people have to wake up. There's many people that came out of that lifestyle, but that's what I want them to realize. There's something
Right.
else out there for you. You just have to grab hold of it and don't get caught up, like I said, in addiction, jails,
Yeah.
or death.
Wow.
It's called the fast lane, and please
It's
do
the
not
fast
jump
lane.
into the fast lane.
Don't. Just
Make
don't.
sure, because there's gonna be a bad car accident when
There's
the
always a
lanes,
better way of
when the
making
lane
money.
cuts.
There's
So,
always I can't say anything and I can't be like Miss Prude here or anything, but I can understand like I used to work in a strip club, not me. Hello. I was a waitress in a strip club. And I didn't know all the girls, but I knew a couple of them, a handful of them. And a lot of them were college students. A lot of them are, single moms.
Right.
Some of them are just doing it strictly for the money and that's it. They got no other plans for
they
it.
got no plan B.
But then there are the other ones that want that lavish lifestyle and think that this is the only way to get it. And I just don't, I
Well,
don't
in
know.
music, we call them video vixens.
Video vixens. I never heard that one.
Girls that come into the
videos.
girls
Oh,
that will
really?
come into the video, shake a little bit, then hang out with the artists after and stuff like that, and the artist gives them whatever.
Oh,
So you
okay.
call them video
Video
vixens.
vixens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, that I don't know. I mean, that is a glamorous kind of lifestyle in the
No,
sense
it's
if you're.
not.
Well, no, I'm just saying if you're.
Most of the
if you're
girls
in a music
actually,
video,
most of the
it's
girls.
pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's only for what? That's only for like an hour or two. It cuts, and then all of a sudden they're sleeping inside their cars. Like there was so many women that you would see in videos. You actually read their backstories in the bios. They would tell you how they would stay in their cars
Oh wow.
after the thing was done. Yeah, I keep trying to tell you, like she's telling you, it's just a smoke screen.
Yeah.
That's
Smoke
it.
and mirrors.
Wow, I love the internet.
It's called marketing, basically. Marketing can make anybody think that something is there when it's not.
Right.
Okay.
If you're a good
It's
marketer.
like a bait and switch.
Exactly.
For sure.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So, most of the people that were in the book are obviously people that you gotten the stories from. Were they reluctant to tell you anything, or they just gave it everything? Like they told you everything that.
They were excited. Like I said, a lot of them were young. So when you're young, you don't realize all of the pitfalls and what's going on around you. You're just living in life, and it's exciting, and then you can't wait to tell the story, which was a little baffling to me, being on the other side, realizing, and I would listen to their stories, and then I would try to, give them direction,
Right.
once they told me what happened.
Oh, okay.
And it just was a lot.
This is a
It's a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
And
The
I'm just
book
gonna
will make
keep
you laugh, cry.
I'll let you know which page I'm at, but I'm going to keep reading this book. But we'll just take a commercial break, and we'll be right back more with Karen Joy.
Yes, we will be.
Jackie the Joke Man.
Jackie!
What is that?
That's a pygmy with a heart on.
New York Islander, Rich Pilon. So, how bad did you feel with the Kevin Stevens hit?
Darius and I were in their kitchen, and we were like, we were dominating Mario and them at the time. And Kevin just wanted to take me out, and it was a touch icing, and there was no need for him to come through. And he was just, and I kind of played like I didn't see him, and at the last second, just jumped right into him.
Yeah. And we really love Jason Soup, and we're so happy he's back.
Hello, everybody. My wife Jilly makes this. She's beautiful. That's my husband, wife. Excuse me, right there. That's okay. Look.
And stuff.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And now this is the fun questions of our show.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let it have
Okay.
it.
What do you see yourself doing in 5 years, or differently than what you were doing before?
Well, I'd like to be on the end where we tell our own stories, because you have, other people writing our books, you have other
Right.
people doing our movies. That's the end that I would like to journey into. I would like to expand on and build a business. I would like to call it, I am going to call it, I'm starting a business called KJ Media, which is Karen
KJ
Joy,
Media.
which is Karen Joy Media. We'll be putting out books, and we'll be putting out the movies behind it. I'm calling that into fruition.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's gonna
That's
get
what I'd
it.
like to
She's
do.
gonna get it.
Nice. And if you need help promoting, you got me.
Excellent. I
Mhm.
appreciate
Okay.
that.
How do you balance your personal and professional life?
Well, after all this drama, right now, I'm just, I'm resting. I'm at peace.
Right.
I got all of that stuff out of my life,
Yeah.
and God is doing it for me. He's putting my steps together. So
Yeah,
that's
'cause
how
I-
it's balancing.
You
for
know,
now.
people read the book. But I'm just saying, because everything that I've read so far, I haven't read the whole book, but like I said, everything that I have read so far, I kept shaking my head going, Carrie.
Yeah, it's a
you
roller
know?
coaster ride.
Like, yeah, I'm like, this girl, I don't know how some females find that kind of courage that you have. And it's a lot. It's a lot for one person to take. And you dealt with a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. I didn't realize it when I was in the middle of it, but outside now, looking back in, yeah, it was definitely a lot. At one time my hair fell out, and I didn't realize what was going on.
Right.
I just thought I was having hair problems when I was actually being stressed out.
Oh man.
Yeah, so
So
yeah.
that kind of goes into my next question. How does writing energize you or exhaust you?
Oh,
Hmm.
no, it's not exhausting. It's an
Mm.
outlet for me, and I really
Yes,
appreciate it
I
now. I
believe
like
that.
it. I love it. Yeah,
I
this
see
is going to
that.
be my new journey, writing.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't even have to ask this question because we were actually talking about it before that. Like, how did the subjects, like, you had Computer in there and KG and
Mhm.
all these people in there. So they gave you the stories to help you write this book of, everything that you were actually living in. And they obviously have received it very well.
Oh
you
no,
know?
not the fellas. No, the young ladies did because they were younger and they they were excited about the lifestyle that they were living. The guys were a little bit more cautious. They was like, "What exactly did you?
Okay.
What exactly are you saying about me in there?"
Read the
I
book
was
and
like,
you'll
"Read
find
the
out."
book. Read the book." Yeah. So now they're going through it. Some of them are coming back to me and making corrections. Like Computer told me recently, he said he wasn't a shelved artist. He
Right.
said that he was doing really well.
Mhm.
I don't, but
Shout
you
out
can
to-
read more about that.
Shout out to Computer.
You can read about him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Computer because we actually did the
They
record.
actually did a show together.
We actually did the record that he actually did. I don't know if this is for the 9/11. You were part of that, right?
Itty Bitty Hustlers.
Itty Bitty Hustlers.
Yeah, with Cheeks. Yeah, that was the one with Cheeks.
That's the one
yeah,
with Cheeks?
yeah, that's when I was managing him in Select Records, and
Yeah,
they
because
put
me,
that together.
I opened up. I did a show with him over. Where was it? White Plains.
White Plains.
White Plains, and I did that song 9/11
Mhm.
with him. The 9/11 memorial tribute, the one that he had on the
I remember
billboards.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, so me and him did that record together. What you say? What you
Awesome.
going?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I didn't know he would. It's kind of cool because it's like we're all around the same circle when we're
Mhm.
finding
I
things out.
know,
I didn't
that
know
was
he
so
worked with
funny.
Cheeks. Shout out to Ryan, the Ryan Show. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks, and shout out to 12. What do you call it? Fox Sports 1280.
Yeah.
Rosa, shout him out.
and those that are in the book right now, do you know, like, with some of those females, let's say some of the characters in the book, do you know what they're doing now? Do you speak to them? Have you ever spoken to them again, or keep in contact or anything like that?
There was a lot of girls that came and went, and some of them actually purchasing the book. And,
Oh, really?
yeah, so they see me a lot on social media, and they reach out that way. A lot of them got out of the lifestyle, which I'm really happy about.
I was
and
going to say
live in
they probably were very
productive
grateful
lives.
for you, right?
Yep, and they thought of me as like a house mom in a sense
Okay.
because I was their mother away from home.
You're like a Miss Garrett with the facts of life.
Yeah,
You had
yeah. I guess so.
Right? You know?
Oh, how you gonna do that?
No, I'm saying the concept
Yeah,
of
the
like
concept,
Charlotte
yeah.
Ray. You know, she was the queen mom in that dorm, whatever
No, I
it was,
know.
right?
Shout out to Facts of Life.
And she shut up. Really, dude?
Hey, listen, you called it that, so shout out to Facts of Life. It's a good show.
Okay. Did writing the book make you like the subjects more or less? Oh, okay. Like the subject matters that you wrote about in that book, did they come to fruition? Like, maybe I'm not explaining it right.
Basically, what you're asking her is, did this have like your expectations, like everything that you wanted to write down in your life? Like, did this come like fruition, like everything that you saw like in your past, now you seen in your future?
I still don't understand the question.
All right, let me give it easier to you.
Good.
Do you feel like this book hold expectations, your expectations of your whole life, everything basically, like you wanted a book to come out to be like?
It's everything you hope for.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
book. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Like
yes.
everything that was written in this book is
Mhm.
exactly everything that you wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Everything that you were hoping that it would be, it is.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, it is.
Yes, the book
because
is-
I can't put it down.
I've read it over and over again, and I'm very satisfied with the
Okay,
product.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what we were asking. Are you
Mhm.
happy with the book?
Yes, I'm definitely satisfied with the book. It's well put together, and as I was going through it, when I was writing, like I said, I was jotting down in a diary, so it wasn't structured. But as I was writing it, like I was putting pen to paper, and it was like God was taking my hand, and He formulated it into a great novel.
All right. One more
Mhm.
question. What is the most important message you can give to those who are reading this book? And those females that are, thinking that this is the way to go.
Well, like I said, I think I said before, everyone out right now kind of loves a strip club and it's very entertaining and everything. But as we all know, no one wants their daughter to be a stripper.
Right.
And the reason, that's why I wrote the book,
Right.
because, I'm trying to educate them on the reasons why. You got to stay out of that lifestyle.
I know you want to form this media company, but did you ever think of starting a foundation of sorts for women like this who need that encouragement to do something other than that? Or
Yeah, like a nonprofit 501(c)(3).
yeah,
Well,
you ever think of that?
in the back of the book, I have foundations that I hope to
That you hope to start.
Well, no, this already started. It's somewhere in the back of the book.
I
It's-
did not read the back of the book.
Well, no,
I am so bad.
I mean, like it's a couple of foundations in there that I want to give a percentage
Oh.
of.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I want to
with
give a
the-
percent. I want to donate to them.
I did not look
Yeah.
in the back.
Well,
Oh,
no, this is-
okay.
where is it?
What's
It's
that?
somewhere in the back. It's somewhere.
This
in
is
the
so
back.
cool.
Did they not? Did they?
And
Oh,
let me.
shit.
Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. I don't want to see something there.
Not those. Don't look. Don't look.
I'm
yet,
not
then.
going to
Don't
look
yet.
there. That's why I
They
don't.
don't
look.
have it. But there's a
but
couple
Why
of
don't you give
foundations like
why don't you give
Project
them
Girl.
why don't you give them
Hold
the
up.
shout out?
That's why I don't like looking in the back.
There's a
Look.
couple of foundations that's already in effect, like Project Girl,
Okay.
Ladies of Prestige.
Okay.
So what I would like to do is donate a percentage of the proceeds from the book to those foundations that's
Oh.
already up and running and doing well.
Oh, that is so cool of you.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What about
see
being
that.
what about being the speaker?
Ooh, yeah, you could be a good speaker.
You think so?
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Listen,
yes.
Yeah,
I
you
need
should
to
go
relax
listen. You
And release first.
know what it is? You wrote the you wrote the book, man, and honestly, I think you'll be perfect for it.
You know why? And it's not like you're just writing
I
a
would
book.
appreciate that.
No, because you're
Going
not
out
writing.
to colleges and speaking to
Yeah.
little girls, because
That's-
That
a
lot of-
sounds
you know what?
that sounds right.
because these sheep's in wolves clothing, that's actually where they go and they prey on young girls like that that's already doing well, and they pull them out of that lifestyle and put them in the streets. So
Expose them.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not just exposing them. It's actually just making sure that
No, it's
these-
stopping them.
And
Yeah,
yeah, because
That's what you need to
sometimes
do.
a girl
Mhm.
may be just a, let's say just a stripper in a nightclub, right?
Right.
But then there are, like you said, sheeps in wolves. What did I
Yeah,
say? That
Sheep
right?
in wolves' clothing.
Oh
You're
my
right.
God! I
And
need
what
the help
happens,
today.
basically, what happens is, and I actually, she's saying though, is the girl's doing great. The girl don't need nobody.
don't need
Mhm,
nobody.
But then the
mhm.
guy makes her feel low. And when he makes her feel low, that's when
Mhm.
he catches her
Mhm.
and says, "Oh, you're going to school and do." You've seen that plenty of times, probably. A girl that was doing amazing by herself, she
Mhm.
hooked up with the wrong guy and she went down the wrong road.
Mhm.
That happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and before we end, I just wanted to ask you one more thing, if that's okay.
I love it.
I want to talk about pineapple.
Okay. What do you want to know about pineapple?
Well, tell people about Pineapple LLC.
Ah,
Just a little bit.
actually, Pineapple LLC. I'm going to be letting out a spoiler with this.
Oh, forget it then. I am just such a bad host. I
Pineapple
really
LLC
am.
would definitely
I
be
am
letting out a
not
big
saying-
spoiler.
I am not saying another. You know what the problem is, people? I'll tell you this.
In the book, it details exactly how that came to fruition and what that means and everything.
You know what? I am not talking anymore. I'm just going to stay
I
quiet.
got to get the book.
You got to get the book. You got to read it, because I'm telling you, I'm almost like revealing the whole book. But that just shows you how embedded I am in this book.
Can I say a little bit about
Yes,
what
go
ahead.
I-
Let-
all right. What
let
I
it go.
will say is Diary of a Pimp's Wife is a cautionary tale based on a true story about a respectable businesswoman who falls for a career criminal. The
Right.
culprit takes her down a dark spiraling path of sex, drugs, and money into a world of sex trafficking. That's what I will say about the book.
There you go. So you have to go buy the book. It's Diary of a Pimp's Wife, and you will not get an autographed copy like I did. Okay. So with that said, tell people where they can find you.
Oh, okay. You can find me on Instagram, pineapple_dreams with a Z01.
Right.
And you can find me on Facebook as Karen Joy. And you can find me on Twitter as well as Pineapple Dream 2.
Oh, Dream 2. Okay. With the Z?
No,
No
they
Z,
didn't let
just
me put
Dream.
the. Yeah, I would have wanted to put it in there, but they cut me off.
They cut you off.
Yeah,
Twitter, we got to
they
talk.
give you their own names.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. When you type in and they
Yeah,
say
it's
that's already taken or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I'm
Appreciate
sorry
being
that I was a little bit of a spoiler.
okay.
I mean, she loved the book.
Well, when I like a book, I don't read books much at all. He'll tell you. I do
She
not.
doesn't read books at all, and you got her literally sit there reading it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, wow.
That's awesome.
You know,
and
but-
that's where all the knowledge is hidden in books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People read a book.
Mhm.
Pick
Best
one up.
writers, best everything in books.
No, but I
Yes.
really appreciated you coming here. This was so much fun. And again, I'm sorry I spoiled it. Well, you could still read the book because there's a lot in there, let me tell you. And there's a lot I still haven't learned. There's a lot in there that I still haven't looked at. So I'm going to finish this book probably in the next 2 days.
That's awesome.
Okay. And then I can tell you everything that I didn't speak of on the show, which is mind blowing to me right now. So without further ado, I would like to thank you again for coming.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Thank
to
you
wish
for having me.
everybody a happy Easter. And any other messages, mister?
I just want to tell everybody, have a great Easter. Every family, have a good night. And you know what? We will be back next week with DNA Live.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey, everybody.